All right, 4, 6, 9. Hey, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma.
And I'm J-Rock.
And we've got a great chapter for you today.
Chapter 13.
Chapter 13.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we're in a very new space.
Yeah.
How are you feeling in a new space, J-Rock? How are you feeling right now?
Trying to get comfortable. Trying to figure this out.
It is a little weird because, we're not used to actually having enough room to
do all this. And there's 3 cameras. So
yeah. So
weird.
I'm looking here, but I could also be looking here.
Yeah.
And I can also be looking back here.
And I have that one. So
it's a really big jump. This is actually pretty awesome. I'm pretty psyched about this. How about you?
Yeah, this is exciting.
And with that being said,
we'll see how this goes though.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see after one chapter if this is a hit or not.
Oh man, I hope it's a hit.
I hope it's a hit.
Doubt it though.
Yeah, we're losers.
You know. So, how was your week?
Great.
Why?
Because I'm alive.
I hate it here. It's just so weird. I really did have probably one of the best weeks because we got the new space.
Yeah.
And then after that, just cool shit's been happening.
Yeah.
Had a lot of time to myself. Got a lot of time to, self-reflect.
It's been a busy couple of weeks for me, life-wise.
Oh yeah, that's true. You got a lot going on.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting now to get some good news. So we'll see.
We'll let you guys in later on.
Once it happens.
Don't want to jinx it. Don't want to jinx it.
Fingers crossed.
But definitely you are being blessed, man. But
yeah, it's just exciting now.
Oh man, I'm so excited for you. So let's get into it. This chapter is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
We don't really have exactly a special topic, but we do have a topic that we're going to get into. Do we just tell them now, or what do we do?
Surprise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just let you guys know when it comes up. So let's get into it. Sports and entertainment. What do we got?
All right. So we'll start with college football.
Ooh.
College football is back.
So wait, what type of football is this?
American.
American
football.
We don't do that anymore.
Oh, I like this. But yeah, college football is back. Georgia beat Clemson, which is the key for me because I went to Georgia. And
why was everybody going crazy? Because I saw that a lot of people were super hyped about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a sports guy.
So it was
I don't get it.
Basically the game of the week. They did a college game day for this. So which is the highlight, which game is the highlight to watch. And Clemson is ranked 3, Georgia's ranked 5. So Clemson had the upper hand, according to people ranking it. And I'm gonna use this because that's not real. Yeah, I'm
dog.
I'm talking spicy.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Georgia ended up winning. So and we were we didn't have all of our offensive players because they were injured. So I'm just happy the defense showed up, and it could be year of the dog, even though I'm going to be disappointed once the playoffs start.
You have no faith in anything ever.
No. I've been disappointed too much.
I see it. Yo,
I'm just mentally prepared to be disappointed.
To be honest, watching you be a Heat fan all these years, I see it in your face. You're just done with people. You're nobody's ever going to satisfy. I'm fine. I'm never going to be satisfied. It's okay.
I'm only satisfied with Chelsea because, they actually come through.
That's all. Oh, that's pretty much leading into
our next topic
about this. So what's going on with the summer transfers?
So
what is that, by the way? I don't know what's going on.
So it's
all gibberish.
It's all gibberish. All right. So I'm going to talk about the real football, soccer, the summer transfers. So it's basically free agency, but for the football world. So this year has been complete madness. Out of all the years, this one is the top of the top. It's if LeBron, KD, Steph, all the big NBA players decided to switch teams.
Fuck.
And they're okay, well, I'm done with the Warriors. I'm going to go to New Orleans. I'm done with the Lakers. I'm going to go to Toronto. I'm done with Brooklyn. I'm going to go to Miami.
Sheesh. Okay.
That's basically what happened. It was just a shit show. But I decided to do like a little ranking of the winners and the losers because some crazy shit happened.
Okay.
A lot of crazy things.
But okay, so before we even get into that, why is it a big deal? Because I understand like from a basketball perspective, like why is it a big deal, but why are they doing this?
Okay, so some of them are doing this because like the Messi one, Barcelona just screwed that up money-wise. So they mismanaged their money, so he couldn't really re-sign with them. So he looked for another team. Other teams are just making power moves so that they could start winning more championships or their own leagues. But it sucks because certain leagues now, they just dropped. So they used to be like top leagues, and now they're just like whatever. Stock-wise, marketing-wise, superstar-wise, money-wise, just everything is out the window.
All right. You know, I have a question. Okay. It's super off. Why do they call them kits? Like when you're trying to buy like a jersey.
A jersey? It's a kit.
Because, you know, now since I'm, I guess I could say a top tier soccer player kind of guy. Wow. I need like, you know, the decent uniforms.
Okay. You know, we also call it a pitch, not a field.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, so what?
And it's not cleats, it's boots.
Why?
I don't know, man.
All right, I'm not as top tier. Being honest, guys, I'm not even average. I suck at soccer, but it's really fun.
I think you're good.
Nah, not yet. Well, okay. I got to work on it.
Okay.
But why do they call it kits? Like, I don't understand. Is that just
I think it's a British thing, probably, and it just grew from there. I'm not really sure why it's called kits, but I like the sound of it better than just jerseys. It's different.
Okay. Does it come with anything else? Is it just
usually, well, you could get just a jersey, but sometimes they come with like the shorts and the socks.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
It's like a full kit.
Now I get it. All right. Yeah. For sure. All right. Go on.
All right. So some of the winners, PSG, which is a team based out of France, Paris Saint-Germain. So their league is called Ligue 1. I hope I said that correctly. I'm not good at French, sorry.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, but they basically signed Messi. They signed Sergio Ramos, Donnarumma, and Hakimi. The only one that you really know from there is Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he left Barcelona. We talked about this in the previous chapter. But now he signed for PSG, which is a big favorite to like win the Champions League. But we'll see. Then you have Manchester United, who signed Cristiano Ronaldo.
Also, a dude I know.
A dude you know. They also signed Jadon Sancho and Rafael Varane. You don't know them. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he used to play for Juventus, which is an Italian-based team. So they play in Italy. But he moved to Manchester United, which is England, United Kingdom, UK, England, whatever. He moved to Manchester United, which is where I wouldn't say started off, but that's where he gained his fame before going to Real Madrid. So he's basically coming back home. So this is a big deal because the Premier League right now has just exploded with superstars.
Damn.
So this is big. I'm excited about it because Premier League for me is the main one that I watch. So I'm hyped.
I see.
So they had also a great transfer window. I would also say Chelsea because I'm biased.
Yeah,
and
well, we
it's
know
my
that.
Team. But we signed Lukaku, who used to play for us.
It's a hilarious name.
I mean, but he's really good.
Oh, really?
Really good player. So he came back home, and then we also signed Saul from Atletico Madrid, which we'll see. We have good depth.
All right, I feel like you are being biased.
We won the Champions League. We won the Super Cup.
I know, but now all these other people, they have Messi and Ronaldo. Like
that's true. But I'm excited to see where the future goes.
Okay, I like that. So
yeah, I would say the winners right now are the Premier League. They might have the best league to watch right now when it comes to like scoring or like superstardoms. Like if you want to watch a league to just get into soccer, I would say Premier League.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take you up on that because I'm trying to keep an open mind, but so far when I try to watch, I'm just like,
no, I understand you.
It's like baseball to me. Like, it's fun to play.
Whoa, do not compare us to that terrible sport.
You see what I mean? Like,
Do not.
the thing is that
Baseball is just boring. It's so long. It's boring. There's nothing to watch. At least with soccer, someone's going to get hit.
Jesus Christ, what do you watch for?
I watch for goals and entertainment. But I'm saying if you're into that because, you want to be entertained.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right on that. Like, to me, I just don't. Even basketball, I don't like watching basketball.
I mean, yeah,
either.
you're not
Or,
a sports
like,
person when it comes to that.
I don't like to watch. I like to do.
You like to play it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on to the losers. I would say the losers are Barcelona because they lost Messi. They also lost another player called Antoine Griezmann, who's like one of the big French players. And overall, they mismanaged their money.
Yeah.
So without money, they couldn't sign big players. They've signed a couple of them, but a lot of their players had to take pay cuts just to get them on to the team. So overall, these past couple years, they just mismanaged their money so bad that they couldn't keep their own players.
Do you think the corruption had a part to do with all of this?
What do you mean?
Like the corruption that comes with soccer?
Oh, yeah. You could see it now with.
So they're pretty much reaping what they sow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So do I feel sorry? No.
Yeah, I understand that. I wouldn't feel sorry either.
Yeah. I would say another loser, which I'm sorry to my fellow friends who are Arsenal fans, but you guys are losers this summer transfer window. Now.
Damn, you're just going to call them losers like that?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
They're also our rivals. But
It'd be your own.
Hear me out.
Really be your own people.
Nah, hear me out. They spent the most money and they're bottom of the league.
Damn, okay.
Okay? They also bought mediocre players. They're not even like superstar players. They're just like players that could play on any team.
Like a bunch of role players? Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, it's a bunch of role players. I don't believe they fixed the problems that they had.
Sounds like a Dolphin problem.
I wouldn't say that now.
What? Oh, well, okay. I'm not hyped to the Dolphins either. Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a whole different type of football. But I would say the Dolphins, I wouldn't compare them with the Dolphins right now. Because the Dolphins are actually making moves.
All right.
But, yeah, overall that. And, I mean, they've been hit with injuries and COVID, which I believe I could say that.
I think you can.
Yeah, I can't say the other one.
Nice.
Yeah. But they were hit with the virus. And so, they haven't won a game. They haven't scored.
No way.
It's been 3 games and they haven't scored. So, yeah, they're the losers. So, Arsenal.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. But overall, the biggest loser is La Liga because their league is done. They don't have Messi. Look at me hitting the mic already.
Still?
They don't have Messi. They don't have Ronaldo. They don't have like a big name superstar where you're like, okay, I'm going to watch your league because your games are going to be exciting. Mm-hmm. Now it's just like average. So I would say they're the biggest loser.
That's fucking garbage. Imagine like the sport, like to me the sport's already hard to watch. Now you don't have nothing to offer me on top of that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm going to watch the premiere.
Yeah, Premier League. So that's all I have for you when it comes to sports.
Well,
that's up to you.
Oh, yeah. So getting into it, guys. We're talking Woodley versus Jake Paul. Now, if you guys live under a rock, you wouldn't. Ximena. There's an MMA fighter. Well, I guess I'm not sure if he's retired now or not, but an MMA fighter named Tyron Woodley. He took a super fight boxing match. Talking's hard. Against Jake Paul, who's definitely been the talk of the town when it comes to boxing. Yep. Whether you like him or not, he's been dominating it. And they had their fight, much anticipated fight. And to my surprise, honestly, Tyron Woodley lost. He did lose.
I don't know why you're surprised.
I mean, okay. I'm surprised because I did expect somebody with big punching power to knock Jake Paul out. I expected that.
Okay.
But he didn't do it, or he didn't capitalize when he had the chance.
He didn't capitalize is the correct term.
But this is what I will say, though. I will say that it did expose Jake Paul because you had somebody who doesn't even practice a sport, like almost knock you through the ropes. So I think it looks
should have knocked him out. Should have.
I know,
because he had him, and then he's just like, let me.
Yeah,
and that's like he didn't have the killer instincts to just like finish it.
Yeah, I get you, but at the end of the day, also it's like it's a hard sport to just jump in and completely try to play the game. Like I think he was trying to play the game. He was trying to play too safe, and then he ended up losing because he was losing on points. Apparently,
yeah.
I don't know, but
I mean, we'll just say that money won as usual.
It was a money grab.
Yeah, if you bought this fight, you're a loser.
Nah. I wouldn't well,
Yeah, you could just illegally stream it.
Yeah, like everybody does.
Shout out to Jack for hooking me up.
Hey.
Appreciate you.
Let's.
But yeah.
Hey Jack, the feds are watching. You just got.
Nah.
It's all good.
It's all good. The FBI doesn't care.
Nah, it doesn't care. Nah, but to be honest, like from my point of view, I think that now he has to fight a boxer.
Yeah, that should be his next step.
But he probably won't because
I know.
Why would I?
Why would he?
I'm just gonna keep
fighting.
I'm just gonna keep fighting high profile people.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna probably fight Conor McGregor next or some shit like that. And probably going to beat the shit out of him. Because,
that'd be interesting. Yeah, because, but Conor whatever. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't think Conor McGregor, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was crazy.
Moving on to the talk of the week. Drake versus Kanye.
I'm so exhausted.
Donda versus Certified Lover Boy.
I'm so exhausted.
All right, which one do you want to start with? Donda?
All right, so.
I'm going to let you pick.
Let's start with this. What was your favorite? Which one was better to you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think they were both average for me.
Ooh.
They were both average. I find myself, and we talked about this earlier, I find myself listening to certain Donda songs and listening to certain Certified Lover Boy songs. But honestly, like, I don't really care for either.
I see that. I get that.
So, I mean, it was all hype for me.
I mean,
your thoughts?
My thoughts
might be too real for people. Which, whatever.
You're gonna get us canceled.
I'll get canceled for this. That's fine. That's fine with me.
To me, honestly, I feel like they're both. I don't know why people are comparing. They're completely different. Types of like
artistry.
Art. Yeah. So you have one that's pretty much it's Drake, prime Drake. You know, he's doing what he always does.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one that's Kanye being experimental with sounds and people and all these things like that. And gospel, which was impressive to me because I'm like, damn, you're kind of like disabling yourself because you have no cursing, and if you're somebody who listens to, trap and all this stuff like that, you kind of expect it. You don't want to listen to a gospel album, so
yeah. I mean, it's also opening up the doors for people who don't listen to gospel to be like, oh,
yeah, that's true.
It's pretty interesting.
But in my personal opinion, I mean, I don't think it's one of my favorite Kanye albums, but
I agree.
I enjoyed both. I enjoyed both, and to say one is better than the other, I think at the end of the day, rap music probably took a win.
Sure.
Why do you say that?
If I'm a deep, like, hardcore hip hop fan, I wouldn't say that hip hop won. I would say if anything,
I say rap music took a W in the sense of money wise.
Okay.
Because
I would also say that like music probably took a W because we haven't had this hype around music in a couple years. Because 2020 was very light with music. Yeah. So I would say, I mean, for obvious reasons, but I would say if anything, hype wise.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like we should be like, to me or me and you, people that love hip hop, we should be excited because the talk is about hip hop again. Yeah, you get what I mean? Like, and I think that it's good that we're like that. They changed both of them. They changed the narrative now, as opposed to us being excited for one track coming out this month.
Yeah, we're excited about 2 albums.
Yeah, we're excited about a whole project now. And I think people are going to start putting their all into making a whole project instead of trying to grab the money now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to just say this now because these are my overall thoughts. As soon as Kendrick comes in, it's over for everybody. So
you keep saying it, and I agree with you.
Okay.
But you already know that
the numbers are going to be weird, which is usual, but I don't believe numbers tell you the whole story.
Oh, of course not.
You got to listen to it in order for you to be like, all right, you know what? I believe the hype. Honestly, I'm just waiting for Kendrick.
Oh, of course you are.
And that's
I know.
it.
Me, like, to be honest, like I want to see what everybody else has to say about this.
Okay.
Music wise.
Yeah.
Not say like verbally say, but like I want to see how musicians respond to this.
Okay.
Because that excites me.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to say a couple of your favorite tracks from them, or?
To be honest, like I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Oops.
I didn't even like. I just played them off. I didn't see which songs I liked the most. This and that. I didn't really get into it like that. I'd have to re-listen to them.
Okay.
Like re-listen. Did I say that right? I don't even know. Whatever. I'd have to listen to them again.
Talking is hard.
Talking is hard. But yeah, I mean, but I did definitely, there are some bangers on both albums that I really liked.
All right.
Yeah, so.
All right. I guess we'll just leave it there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited about music. Love it.
Yeah.
Sick. Ooh.
All right. So quick TV roundup and movies.
Okay.
We'll start with Candyman.
Yo. So we went to see Candyman.
Yeah.
That shit was fire.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's apparently a sequel to the original Candyman.
Yeah, it is.
So
now I have to watch the fucking.
Yeah, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh shit, we're walking into a scary movie, but it was actually pretty. I feel like it's just like Jordan Peele movies where it's like creepy, but it's not like scary where it's like I'm gonna have nightmares. It's just more like, okay, I could watch this.
And I think that's a trend, and that's how Jordan Peele is just going to keep making these movies, like, where they're creepy.
Yeah.
They're creepy to the point where it's like, I feel uncomfortable watching this.
Yeah, that's what it was. But overall, I thought it was good. Great casting, great film director, great storyline.
Yeah.
It was overall a great movie. Highly recommend it, guys.
The story was great, and the amount of, like, the subtle gore that it showed, like, in some parts we were just like, this is just gross.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they had some gross moments, but overall it was good.
But yeah, good movie. Let's get into it. Clickbait.
You guys have to watch this on Netflix.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Clickbait,
please do.
And you have Netflix, or you don't have Netflix, steal it. Steal it from whoever is near you.
Illegally stream it.
Yo, like,
highly recommend it.
It's a good show. It's a really good show. I think it's like how many episodes?
I think it was 8.
Yeah, about 6 to 8, something like that. I don't know.
It was 8.
It was 8. Okay. 8.
Thanks, Jamie. Jinx.
Stop it. But it was about 8 episodes. Yeah. Really good, really detail oriented type of show.
And it's very relatable with social media and like stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be whack, to be honest with you.
You get hooked in with the first episode.
Yeah. First episode you get hooked. Second, third episode, you start hating people.
Yeah, you start making your own theories, and then there's a bunch of plot twists. So
yeah, and then around like the ending, then you start understanding people, and you're like,
yeah, it's good.
So definitely highly recommend.
Yeah.
Should this be like a new segment that we have?
TV roundup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Why not? I like it. TV movie roundup.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah. All right. The next one is
you heard it here first.
Live.
All right, really. So, okay.
Aquaman suit, did you see it?
I saw it, wasn't impressed.
Cool. I really don't care until they fire Amber Heard.
I think they did.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought they did already.
No.
Maybe they're trying to make us think that like they did, so we can go ahead and watch the movie and be like, hey.
I haven't watched the first one, so I don't really care.
So, well, they're not going to fire her from the first one. What are you waiting for?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I don't really care for Aquaman.
Just watch the movie.
No.
It's like it's not that good, but just watch it.
Probably not. All right, Venom. Let There Be Carnage.
There Be Carnage.
There's been some rumors that it's been delayed, pushed back, but now it's officially going to be released October 1st.
That's lit.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I'm not. I mean,
I like the first one.
I did like the first one, but I mean, is Venom finally going to be a part? Is he part of the MCU?
No.
Then why do I care?
Potentially, there could be. It depends on Sony.
Yeah, because that's what they did with Spider-Man, right? They kind of like intertwined him with the MCU.
Yeah, but yeah. So potentially there could be.
So you wait for Amber Heard to be fired. I wait for Venom to be into the MCU so we can be excited about these projects.
You know what? I'll take that. I accept that. All right. And we'll finish off with a Marvel roundup as we were talking about Marvel.
Okay, so I literally had to like force my girlfriend to watch the last few episodes of What If because you keep making me watch them.
Dude.
And I mean, go on.
You didn't like episode 4?
I liked it.
Okay. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I only said watch episode 4 because you didn't like the first couple
It's not
episodes.
that I didn't like any of them. I liked them. I understand the idea, but they're fillers.
They're not.
It's like an anime with the filler episodes.
All right.
And this is their like 100 episode of fillers. And then the next arc is going to be about, something that's actually of some significance.
No, it's going to connect with the movies.
Oh my God. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's how animes make you feel.
That's fine. That's fine. Because we'll get into it when we talk about the movie.
Why didn't they just make this a movie? Why didn't they just make What If a movie?
No.
Why not?
Because
Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Done.
I'm sick of this.
Done. All right. Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it connects to the movie that we watched at the movie theater, and it's going to connect to Doctor Strange 2. But I guess we'll move on.
I doubt it.
They already confirmed it, but okay. We'll move on. All right.
Marvel confirming things is losing credibility more and more each day. You know that, right?
No,
like it
it's
literally.
Not.
No, Marvel's saying, "Oh, this is confirmed." Now I'm like, whatever. Like it doesn't hold weight anymore.
That's you.
Because then they could just change it tomorrow, and it will be like, "Oh no, they switched it up on us. They hurt my feelings too much." I will not be toyed with.
You do sound hurt. Whatever. You do sound
not
hurt.
anymore.
After Loki destroyed our hearts.
The fuck was that, man?
But all right, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I'm excited about that.
Okay, there we go.
I'm excited about that, but not because of anything but Tobey Maguire. That's all I want to say.
He's not in it.
Wait, what?
That hasn't been confirmed.
What the fuck am I going to watch it for then?
It's a fucking rumor.
Andrew Garfield?
It's a rumor as well.
I'm not watching this fucking movie. What's going on?
Did you not watch the trailer?
I know I saw the trailer, but I thought that they just didn't want to reveal them.
Maybe potentially, but I don't know. That would be sick though. I don't know.
Yo, fuck Marvel, dog. I'm leaving. I'm going home. What am I here for?
Doctor Strange 2. Also, I'm going to just say this now. It looks like Mephisto is back.
Fuck Listen.
I'm just throwing shit out there.
I'm just so upset. Because they keep teasing these things, right?
But those have always been rumors. Those have never been confirmed. Now, do I hope it's true? Yeah. Because if we're opening up the multiverse, it would make sense.
If we were to do a recap of how much we talked about Marvel throughout this podcast and talked about the theories, we look like fucking idiots.
No, we don't. We've gotten theories correct.
No, we have not.
Yes, we have.
When?
WandaVision.
Okay, WandaVision. No, because Mephisto was supposed to come out in WandaVision.
Agatha.
Oh, didn't come. Okay, we got Agatha.
Yeah, shut up, Jane.
But what
We've
about
gotten
Mephisto?
Shit, right?
No, we didn't.
Mephisto has been brought out, like popped up in each of the TV shows.
I'm pretty sure there was a segment that we looked at a bug for like a couple seconds. We're like, oh, we think that's Mephisto. We looked dumb.
Yeah, but that wasn't only us.
Like
that wasn't only us.
I know, but we all as a collective looked dumb.
Whatever. I still believe it's gonna happen.
You see what I mean?
It's gonna happen. But that just comes from
taking
rumors,
Marvel
though.
back, man. We gotta stop taking Marvel back.
Really? All right. So you didn't like this movie?
It was pretty dope. Shang-Chi. was pretty fire.
Yeah. Okay. I brought him back, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
It was we
I
watched
just get a little emotional.
Yeah, we watched it. It was a very good movie. Definitely recommend it. The fight scenes. Me personally, I enjoyed the cinematography.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
The way it was filmed, it was just amazing.
And the way, like, one of my favorite things about Shang-Chi was that they paid homage to like old kung fu movies,
martial arts. Yeah,
yeah, like in the scenes where they're fighting and they're floating up and doing.
Hey,
I'm not gonna ruin it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Like in the scenes where they're doing like 1,000 twirls in the air, that's like OG like kung fu movies, unrealistic as fuck. Like we know it's unrealistic, but it's pretty dope how they like pretty much entwine that with modern kung fu movies.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm not really big into kung fu movies, but I still liked the movie. Like it still kept me entertained, even with certain fight scenes. I was just like, whoa, like this was sick. Yeah. But the acting was on point. It had a lot of funny moments, which, I mean, it's Aquafina, so yeah, kind of expect that.
My favorite thing about these funny ass moments, to me, is that if you guys go watch that movie, it could really not have that whole plot of like that whole Marvel plot, and you'll still probably enjoy the movie as just a comedy, like rom-com type of thing. Like it's a pretty dope movie.
So I read online that it's not like other Marvel movies where it's like you have to like be super deep into Marvel to understand this movie. It's just like a regular movie that you could just go watch, and you know it has superhero stuff, which is how I felt about WandaVision, because you didn't really have to be that deep into Marvel to just watch a sitcom show.
Yeah, and that's one of the things about it. It's like you hit it right on the button. It's one of the things where it's like you don't have to be super into Marvel to enjoy it. Yeah. And with WandaVision, we loved that it was like just a trippy type of show.
Yeah. And it's very like it ended up being relatable to like what was happening. Yeah. At that time.
And now with Shang-Chi, it's like, oh, it's just like it's a rom-com type of thing, but it actually does tie into this universe.
Yeah, and it like there's the future connections. There's 2 end credit scenes, so if you go watch it, stay until the end. Mm-hmm. But the connections for future Marvel projects, we won't say them because we don't want to ruin it for people, but it's pretty big.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It's definitely a huge highlight of the whole movie.
Yeah, but that's our little recap.
This is a lot. There's been a lot going on throughout the 2 weeks.
It was exciting though. We're excited.
With that being said, guys, we're going to go on a short intermission and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. And here's our special topic. Yeah. So what are we going over this special topic?
So for this special topic, we're just going to do a chapter recap. So all the special topics that we've talked about in our previous chapters, we're just going to, review, see how we felt, or if there's been any updates.
And if you're wondering, like, why are you guys doing this? It's because our volume's coming to a close. So pretty much...
We'll talk about that at the end.
Oh, we're going to talk about it at the end?
Okay. It's written. Right. Yeah.
I don't read. I can't... Every single time this happens...
we are going to fight after this. Legit. It's happening.
It's literally like you don't I feel like at this point it's more your fault than it is mine.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Ignorance.
All right, go.
So, I guess the first one is how we met.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
things haven't changed, as you can see.
Nothing at all. Like
Soma still can't read.
Can't read. And that's literally how we met, because we were both in intensive reading class.
Facts. Yeah. So, small world.
We went to the same high school. We were in intensive reading, and I was getting picked on by some other girls in the class. Yeah. And that it sounds worse than it sounds. Exactly, no, it doesn't sound worse than it is.
No,
it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
I was getting picked on by some girls in the class.
Yeah.
And
he needed a pencil.
Yeah, I needed a pencil.
And they were picking on him because he didn't have a pencil, and I gave him my pencil, and the friendship started from there.
And it started there, and it was hilarious. Like I left class, and she's like, "Oh, you know what? think that they're nice. And I was like, this is great. So we just started a friendship.
And then we figured out that we had class back to back. So
yeah. And then we just started having more and more things in common.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to learn how to play the guitar house. I failed.
Somehow you play the bass.
Now I play the bass, and we started a band together.
Yeah.
And we played basketball. We did a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and now he plays football with me.
Which one's that? Oh no, wait, you mean soccer?
No.
No, but I mean that's how it pretty much started out, and
nothing has changed. We're
At
still
all.
friends.
Yeah.
So.
You lost the glasses, and
I'm wearing contacts. That's embarrassing. Okay. You lost your glasses.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They were never prescription.
Yeah. We knew that.
So we went.
That's why you can't read.
You're right. How did she know?
Oh man.
So going
Chapter
into this,
2.
chapter 2, pretty much was about us with homophobia, LGBT.
Stop.
I'm trying. I can't. LGBTQ plus community. So pretty much we kind of went into depth about how we were raised and how we pretty much went about learning about these things and how people were born and how they feel when, like, pretty much relationship wise and things of that nature. And I mean, I pretty much came across and I let you know that I was raised to not be cool with anybody who's different than me. So pretty much gay people, lesbians, trans, like I was raised to, be taught, I was taught that was weird and that was something that you shouldn't be comfortable with. And around the time that we spoke about it, my perception on that has definitely changed. I have friends who are of all types. And aside from that, I come to realize that it was pure ignorance from my point of view. And it was just something that was embedded in me as a child to just not be okay with it.
Yeah. And I talked about my experience because I played on the basketball team and we had lesbian players, but my experience was different when some of the players would basically harass straight players, and that's where my homophobia came out because I put everyone in a box. This was in high school, and as I've grown older and matured and learned more about the LGBTQ community, I've opened up my mind to like, okay, just because I had one bad experience with these group of people doesn't mean that they're all the same.
Yeah.
So I've grown up and actually met people who are in this community who are super cool and super nice and super sweet. So I felt like now I'm just like, you do you. I really don't care as long as you're a nice person and are respectful to me. Yeah. Then we're good.
I think the biggest issue that we also had was that it was a really weird fear. Like, well, at least when I was growing up, it was a really weird fear that, you would become what you hang around. But it was super ignorant.
Yeah.
How it came across. And
it's also like something that's very embedded in like the Black community and the Hispanic community, where it's like, we don't touch this topic.
Yeah, it's exactly like we don't touch it. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Things like that. And when you know better, you do better. Don't paint everybody with one brush. As you learned, I learned that, treating a human being as a human being no matter what. Yeah. And the same way I want to be treated equally because I'm Black, other people want to be treated equally because of what and who they love. And I should have no issue with that. And if I do, then I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, basically. So we respect the LGBTQ community. And we're still waiting to go to a Pride parade.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Yeah. Nobody's let us know.
No one let us know, but maybe it got canceled because, of
COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's
we'll blame that. We'll put the blame on that, but let us know because we're interested in coming out and supporting.
And I still want to go to what's the bar? Jamie, what's the bar called? Jamie's looking it up. Give us a second.
Do.
Is it our house?
Our house. Yes, that's what it is.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it. So yeah, pretty much still waiting on my invite. Or I'm just gonna go our invite, or we're just gonna go ourselves.
The next one is September 10th.
Nice. September 10th, damn, that's so close.
That's this week.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, for sure. We'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, next chapter.
Equal pay in sports.
Ooh,
so,
all right.
Update. Oh my God. Here we go. Hitting the mic.
All you have to do is just not hit it.
My hands don't work that way. All right. So equal pay in sports. There's been an update for women's soccer. These nations have agreed to equal pay or pledged that they will do equal pay for men and women. Australia, Brazil, Ireland, Norway, New Zealand, and England, which is a huge step because the women's national team still hasn't gotten the lawsuit to be like, all right, you guys are good. You guys are going to get equal pay. So they're still working on that, but the men's team has backed the women's team and is like, yeah, we want you guys to get equal pay as well. So that's a good thing there. And then for the WNBA, they received a 53% raise for paid maternity leave and improved travel conditions, which I'm not sure if we kind of hit on that last time.
I'm pretty sure we did. We talked about how what they had to eat in comparison to what.
No, that was college basketball.
Oh, I see. Okay,
yeah,
I got it mixed up. But definitely, that's all. Like, it's crazy how we have to advocate so hard for these things. Yeah. But luckily things are changing, it seems, and it's crazy because right after we started talking about that, that's when shit started changing. We're like, fuck yes, this is awesome.
It's funny because for most of the topics that we've had for these chapters, every time we say something or we talk about it, the next day or the next week, boom, something happens.
Some shit starts happening,
and we're like, you know what? This is good for us to do a recap on it.
Exactly. Just to show what we thought in the beginning, comparison to now.
Yeah. All right. Next up.
Oh fuck.
Friendship and relationship.
I forgot about a couple of these, man. Fuck.
Yeah. So the friendship and relationship toxicity.
Oof.
So how are we at? Where are we at with that?
I mean, I think I'm still relatively on the same page.
Okay.
Dude, when it comes to being toxic in any type of relationship that you have, I just don't think that there's a good way to go about it. There's no good way to go about keeping toxic people in your life. Mm-hmm. I definitely advise communicating, or communication helps.
Working it out.
Yeah, because sometimes you might not know you're being toxic. You might not be in that headspace. You might be in a selfish headspace. That person might not know what you're going through. Maybe you're going through some shit, but that communication helps. But to actively be toxic and not want the best for people around you, you might have to move the fuck on.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing personally. There's been a lot of friendships that I feel like they only come around once things are going good for you.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been very all right, well, I don't think you're really my friend. Yeah. So I'm going to just be push you to the side or won't communicate with you. But I've kind of been I really don't care. I know who my real friends are. I know who actually, the people who actually care.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm in the same headspace with you, because now also with things that are going on in my life, mm-hmm. I have people who claim to be my friends. They come up and they want to kind of capitalize off of, your support or you being there for their thing, but they won't be there for your thing. And
exactly,
and they don't understand that a friendship goes two ways. Mm-hmm. If I show up for you and, show love for you, I do expect at some point I do accept that same love back, or that same,
it goes both ways. It's not a one-way street.
Yeah, but some people, they might call it transactional shit. It might be, but at the same time,
that's toxic.
Yeah. At the same time, in my head, if you show me love, I'm going to show you love the same way. I'm just keeping a buck with you. I'm going to go ahead and give you the same energy that you give me.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I hate you. doesn't mean I even dislike you. It just means that I'm giving you the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't take kindly to that.
Yeah, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And
like,
that's how you know that somebody is toxic, because
Yeah.
they dislike you for treating them the way that they treat you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now I'm like, so do you think that you were treating me in a good way?
Yeah.
First,
Do you
or
think
what?
that's messed up or not? It's toxic.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I have a good quote.
All right, Jamie.
This quote, it says, boundaries. If someone throws a fit because you set boundaries, it's just more evidence the boundary is needed.
Ooh.
Nice.
Philosophical.
Fuck, Jamie.
All
Okay.
right, Jamie. That's a new little tag.
Is Jamie? Yeah, Jamie's a philosopher now.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Nice. All right.
What could Jamie not do? Make merch.
Merch. Moving on. Spirituality
God
versus
damn, we went back to back with these.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm still the same. I still believe I'm more religious than spiritual.
And I believe that my position was half and half. Like,
Yeah.
spiritual and religious. I do definitely believe that people, like, I do definitely believe that you have a spiritual sense to you, but I also do believe I am a Christian, so
Mhm.
you know, balance out there.
Yeah. I'm still Catholic.
I'm
So it-
still Catholic.
It doesn't change. It hasn't changed. If anything, I probably feel like I've been more like religious in the way of like
Really?
I'm hoping things are going good.
Wow. So you're
Yeah.
dabbling in that prayer, aren't you?
A little.
Okay.
Dabbling in,
I see
that
you. I
Donda
see
album
you.
got me
Yeah.
very gospel. So
Yo,
no, but a little.
it's crazy because people don't think I'm a Christian because I'm always fucking cursing and shit.
But
But I'm like,
proceeds to say like 5 curse words in a row.
but at the same time, it's like, are you sure these are like bad words? But
Yeah,
for what
I mean, we
reason? Like,
have different beliefs when it comes to that. I don't believe that's like a big deal.
yeah, and I don't even think it's bad. Whatever. Point
Yeah.
is, still spiritual, still
Mhm.
religious. I wish everybody the best and
Yeah.
love, light, and happiness and
Yeah.
shit.
Like the little sign.
Live, laugh, love.
What was it? Eat, love, pray.
Eat, love, pray. No, eat, pray, love. I think it was.
Whatever. Doesn't really matter.
All right, so college athletes pay.
Update on that one. College athletes are being
what the
paid.
Fuck, like literally, we talked about it,
Yeah.
and then like, I want to say like a couple months though. That one took a couple months after.
About
we
a
talked
month.
About it. Month?
About a month.
That's crazy.
I would say so. Yeah. So I would. We both agree that college athletes should be paid. And as of July 1st, they are being paid under their NIL, which is name, image, and likeness. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know all of that. I didn't
Yeah.
know how they're going to be paid, but please elaborate. Go on.
Yeah. So certain ways that they're getting paid is through social media, which is big right now. Sponsorship and advertisements. What else? Training lessons and summer camps. So that one is like, I'm going to set up a summer camp for kids to come out.
Damn,
So-
that's so dope.
Yeah. And autographs and merchandise sales, because now they could sell, their own brand out there so people could buy.
Holy shit, this is a fucking amazing. I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
So it's very hyped.
Damn,
So-
and it's only going to make the university more money because if I'm
No. This is for the athletes. This
I
has
know,
nothing to do
but-
with the university.
it would make the university more money if the athlete chooses to stay the full 4 years because they're going to be getting paid and doing things like that. Wouldn't that bring more money to the college?
It would bring more money to the athlete.
Athlete and the college, because
This is separate from the college. Like the
Okay.
college won't make money off of this because the college was making money off of their own brand,
I
off of their
see.
brand. So now that's why the NCAA was against it, because NCAA was
Gotcha.
trying to make their own money off of them. So now it's like, no, they can make their own money. The university keeps the money that they get.
that's even more amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for them.
All right, next up, girls protect themselves or boys change their behavior.
Oof. Man, it's like we're going.
In a time
Yo,
machine.
I feel like I'm reliving all of these all at once.
Yeah,
So much energy.
it's the same.
Yeah, I
My
still feel the
thoughts-
same. I still
yeah.
feel the same.
Yeah.
Definitely girls need to
It's a-
protect themselves.
mixture of both.
Yeah, it's a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
Girls need to protect themselves, and boys need to mind their fucking business. Like, I don't understand. Like,
we need to teach them.
Yeah.
We need to educate.
They need to be educated. They
Yeah.
need to be educated. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Crazy how, like, we went over all this stuff, and I'm just reliving it. I'm like, damn, man, we went through a lot, man.
Yeah.
This is dope.
All right, mental health.
All right, yeah, fuck whatever you're saying. Mental health.
Well, yeah,
It was supposed to be a sentimental moment.
mental health.
Anyway. So, yeah. I don't know.
Mental health.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about that? I've always been very vocal about how I feel about Talkspace. I mean, mental health.
We're still not sponsored. Talkspace.
Talkspace.
We got a new studio.
This isn't an ad.
But is it? No. I would still say that I'm still struggling with my mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm ready for therapy yet. Still.
That's such a like, that's a deep place to put it because
Yeah. Sorry, that was too real.
no, I love this shit. I live for this. The thing is that, like, I feel like one of the biggest issues is that we don't know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just not going to accept, like, we're just set on an idea that we're not going to accept any help at any point in our life.
Yeah.
And I love that you're not at that point. You're at the point where it's like, all right, I know that things are tough, but I want to go ahead and give myself some time. And I want to go ahead and wait till I'm in a space where I feel safe enough to kind of get there.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine. Like, it takes a lot to open up to somebody, and it takes balls to know that you want to open up to somebody.
Yeah. So, not there yet, but eventually.
As for me,
Yeah.
I still try to go. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I haven't been in a while. I've taken a couple sessions. I have to go back. I do have to go back. I've been feeling relatively good lately. I don't have any negative thoughts. Well,
Okay.
I don't have that many negative thoughts.
That's good.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm in a happy place in my life. But what sucks is that I'm in that happy place where I feel like something's bound to go wrong, and that's what kind of
I feel you on
nervous.
that. Yeah, 100% on that.
Yeah, so I guess that's where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm like it's getting emotional.
Don't start crying because I can't do this shit.
Yeah, I know.
can't.
I'm trying
I
not
will
to. I'm
walk
trying not
out.
to.
I don't know how
but-
to handle people when they cry.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I like-
I'm getting pretty emotional.
It's
but
okay.
yeah, I just feel like it's a good thing though for me to kind of at least sit in the space that I'm at and appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I am with my mental health.
Okay. So we're both struggling, but we'll figure it out.
Shit.
Yeah. It's also Suicide Prevention Month. So talk to your friends, talk to your family.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's doing good.
Not everybody's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things also we need to take into account. You might feel like people are fine, but
Yeah.
sometimes they're not, and they won't let you know because, various amount of reasons. Just check on your strong friends.
Yeah. Check up on everybody.
Yeah, as well as your weak ones.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next one. Deep breath. Deep breaths.
Damn,
Deep
bro.
breaths. Deep breaths. Drink some
All
water.
right.
All right.
What are you doing? All right.
Next up, systemic racism. Why'd you say it like that? Whatever.
All right. So systemic racism.
Yeah.
You were right, by the way. It's systemic. It's not systematic.
Like I said, I went to school, guys. I know what I'm talking about.
I went to school too.
You can't read.
You're right.
No, I knew I was right, but I'd let you believe.
You're right. Thanks for letting me be ignorant. That's great.
Amen.
You let me be ignorant in public.
Be like that. That's how
but-
you can learn, right?
That's true, I guess.
All
I
right.
guess.
Systemic racism.
All right, so critical race theory. Race is a social construct, and that racism is not merely the product of individual bias or prejudice, but also something embedded in legal systems and policies.
So the reason why Jay is saying the definition is because apparently people don't believe it's real.
Yeah,
And certain schools are not teaching it.
yeah. And it's funny because when we talked about this
went over all of the reasons why.
Exactly.
It's real.
And it's crazy because later on they started passing bills where it's like, oh, we're not going to teach this in schools.
We're not going to teach about slavery.
Yeah, and I'm like,
we're not going to teach about like the prison system. We're not going to teach about, Martin Luther King.
And the crazy thing is like, why not? Is it not a part of our history?
Yeah, it's like they're trying to erase history because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Yeah, and then it leads me to ask the question, like, what is America's narrative?
Nothing.
You get me? Like,
nothing.
I feel like it's to prove that, everything's all hunky-dory. Everything's always all hunky-dory. What you get, you worked for. It's not the same for everybody.
No.
And again, I feel like people just have a real problem with acknowledging, handouts.
Our struggles.
Yeah, acknowledging people's struggles and acknowledging their own privileges.
Yeah, because that's what they have. That's what it is. Because you're just gonna teach about white America, but not the struggles of our people.
Yeah, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
There's so many things that have gone into place, and I think it's super. Like the world, like a vast amount of people believe that this is super important.
Yeah. So the fact that people don't is just very ignorant and disappointing. Yeah,
it really is. And you ever have somebody have like a conversation with you and they say, you know what, I understand that, but like I feel like that's the type of conversation everybody has when it comes to critical race theory.
Yeah, it's like, but and the other thing too is like half these people don't even know what it is.
Exactly.
So you're just talking out of your ass.
It's like, okay, yeah, black people
I'm just gonna sit on my hands. That's what I'm gonna do.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Keep stepping the shit out that mic.
It's a new setup. Leave me alone.
You're absolutely right. But definitely I feel like people like say things like, oh, black people do get arrested, but why was he resisting? It's like, dude, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
Throughout years and generations, black people have been getting fucked up in America. And it is disappointing. It is something that you hate to hear, but I'm always here to educate or talk to anybody who doesn't really understand.
All right. Next up, cancel culture.
Ooh, yay.
To me, it's still social media experiment, as you can see with the baby.
I love this conversation so much because we were definitely in the peak of
cancel culture.
Like we're in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show like you can't cancel people.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean, like he's making his way back into not being canceled. So
yeah, like remember, like I showed you the
But the thing is, like he's educating himself, so that's a good thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all you have to do. You just have to go ahead and say. You could say some dumb shit, get a whole. And I think that it's a ploy. Like I feel like it's.
That's why I said it's a social media experiment.
Yeah,
you literally just go through being canceled, and then you make your way back up, and then now you're just popping.
Because what happens is that if somebody says, like I say a racial slur, right? I say a slur, it goes up, like everybody learns about it. Mm-hmm. I get like 20 billion people like, oh my God, this guy Jesoma was a fucking racist. That. And then I go, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I just was not educated. And I go ahead and I educate myself or say I did. And then people start looking at my other shit and he's not such a bad guy. Let's subscribe.
It just takes time.
Yeah, it just takes time.
It's a long way. It just takes time. People will eventually forget, or people will educate themselves as they should. Mm-hmm. So it's a social media experiment.
But I love it. And don't get me wrong too. Like I love the baby's music. Like when that was happening, I love the baby's music.
I don't care for it.
It makes me want to punch somebody in the neck, in a good way.
Wow.
It's that type of music where it's like, I wish a nigga would. Like it's that type of music. But at the end of the day,
all right,
what he said was fucking stupid.
Yeah, let's move on because that took a left turn. And
I was explaining why I like the music, and what he said was ignorant. But he's making his way back, and I think that's a good thing.
Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever. Jamie looking at me like, what the fuck
I'm
is
too
going
limited
on
this podcast.
Jamie, I
that's
am so
problem.
sorry. I'm trying to control him. I'm trying. All right.
No controlling me. I listened to the Donda album.
All right. Advantages and disadvantages of social media.
Oh man, it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I also believe this is a social media experiment. Social media is a social media experiment.
Definitely.
It's my conspiracy.
I think also, again, like my thoughts are still the same.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like the advantages are that we literally have unlimited knowledge in the palm of our hands. Literally, like we can search up anything, we can look up anything, we can find any type of information. The disadvantage is our own self-control.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy.
Oh my god.
All right, last one to finish this off because we're looking at time now.
Oh man.
All right, millennial dating world.
Oh, okay.
My thoughts haven't changed. I'm scared to get onto dating apps. It'll eventually happen. That's about it.
I mean, it's not too complicated. Just fine. I mean, it's hard to say.
It's toxic. There's toxic
there's
things.
A lot of toxicity.
There's so there's positive things too, but
there's positive and negatives, but at the end of the day, when you find that, when you go out, you have to go out and look, and you have to acknowledge the negatives and the positives. Just knowing what they are will help you along the way when it comes to the millennial dating world.
Yeah, just be ready for crazy shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. That's the end of our special topic.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us through these topics.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed our chapter recap. Since we're getting close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, next up, Ximena Needs to Know.
Yeah, Ximena Needs to Know. So, man, I'm not going to explain anymore. I mean, if you don't know.
No, just jump into it.
We're going to just jump into Ximena Needs to Know. So what's going on?
I want to say I don't know how to say this country's name correctly.
Guinea's military coup.
Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so the military decided to do a coup, and they removed the president from power, as well as other government officials. But not in a harmful way, everyone's safe. The reason why there was a coup is because the president has been very corrupt, and he's failed when bringing in economic prosperity, and also because he wanted to run for a third term, which is not part of their constitution. But he proclaimed that it didn't apply to him. So
what the fuck? Why?
Yeah, power trip. So the military did the coup, and they came out and they said that the government and the constitution has been dissolved, and that they're going to create a new one with the people of the country.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only reason I know this is because there was a soccer game and it got canceled because there was a shootout between the military and the president's security.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So crazy, but yeah.
What the fuck? Hey man, that's dope for the people though. All right, moving on to Hurricane Ida. Is it Ida? Well,
Ida.
Guys, Ida.
Thanks, Jamie.
Right, thanks, Jamie. Climate change is real. It was a category 4. It hit Louisiana with 150 miles per hour of wind and flooding. 1 million homes and businesses experienced power outages. Continued up to New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania experienced extreme flooding, while New York and New Jersey experienced tornadoes and flash flooding. Look, guys.
If you haven't seen the videos,
this shit was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching and I was like, this doesn't happen in these places. Like,
no.
That's what the biggest, like, they're not prepared. Like, if this were to happen in Florida, we'd be like, all right, we know what we're doing.
We knew, like, we have the buildings for this. Like, we have the shutters. We would plan correctly with food and all that stuff. But for these states to be going through this, they barely experienced, like, crazy rains.
Exactly.
So it's like, sheesh.
And when I saw that tornado, like, I saw a tornado rip through a guy's home.
Yeah, in New Jersey.
I was like, Jesus Christ. Yo,
that was crazy.
That tornado fucked your house up, son.
Yeah.
Like, it does suck. But at the same time, I mean, that's why we need to prepare ourselves. We need to really
for the end of the world.
We just need to take care of Mother Nature, man.
That too. But for everyone who was hit with this hurricane, stay safe. We hope you guys are doing good. Yeah. Prayers up.
Yeah, stay home, stay safe.
Yeah.
definitely. If there's anything that we can do, we should add a link to the bottom of the pretty much the description. So
Gotcha.
we can go ahead and
I'll do that. All right. Next up, Texas abortion law. So this one basically pissed me off. I mean, every woman should be pissed off. But all right, on September 1st, Ximena, the Supreme Court failed to block a new Texas law that bans abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Now, here's the kicker. The law bans all abortion. So even in cases of rape, incest, or if and when the pregnancy would jeopardize the health and safety of the woman. Okay? Let that sink in. Okay? All right. Also, the law places a $10,000 bounty on any suspected, reported, and now illegal abortion in the state of Texas. Yes. If you are involved in an abortion, someone could snitch on you to get $10,000. Yeah. It's a war against women.
I agree with you. This is the end times. Guys, this is fucking insane. A lot of things are going to start changing. A lot of shit's going to start changing in the world.
We literally went back 50 years.
Yeah.
Like, everything we've progressed towards wiped clean.
Yeah, that shit, that is insane to me. I would never understand why a bunch of people or a bunch of men care about, like, just don't mind their business when it comes to a woman's body. It's
exactly.
their body.
Yeah. So hopefully the Supreme Court steps in because, quite honestly, this is disgusting. This is awful.
I'm sorry that this shit's even still a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to every other woman that has to go through some bullshit like this. It's fucked up.
Yeah. So if there's any links out there, we'll also post these links because this is terrible.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. So to end it on a brighter note.
Brighter note after
that. Like, yeah.
Jeez.
I tried to put that one in the middle just because I knew how angry and how disgusting it is. But all right, let's end it up with Bishop Sycamore.
Yo, so
this has been amazing.
This is definitely an incredible story to me.
Yeah.
Because I love the finessing.
Yeah.
I love when people are finessed, and I love the finessers. Yeah. All right. So an alleged fake high school tricked pretty much everybody into believing that they're a real high school, correct?
So Bishop Sycamore, yeah.
And they went ahead and they joined a football game and pretty much were playing against kids.
Well, somewhat like that. Somewhat like that. All right. So Bishop Sycamore faked being in high school to get a game against IMG Academy, who is like the top school when it comes to high school football and talent. And they tricked ESPN into letting them show the game. Mm-hmm. So this game was live on ESPN.
And what makes it better is that IMG Academy beat their ass.
Destroyed them.
Which is great.
Them. Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, how do you finesse so well and you forgot the talent?
Exactly. Like, they left the talent at the door. But the news even got bigger, like, as people started digging deep into it. But apparently they played 2 games in 3 days. Mm-hmm. The school, like, legit doesn't exist. There's no such thing as Bishop Sycamore. Their head coach has an active arrest warrant. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yes.
This is my favorite thing in the world. Yep. I don't think there's anything in the world that I like more than this right now.
It gets better. And then most of the players are either college dropouts or people, like, straight out of prison who joined the team. There's a couple high schoolers who got lied to. Like, legit got lied to. But it's just randoms. Yeah.
This is my favorite thing. Yeah. Like, this is why I...
Hold up. It gets better.
Well, wait. There's more.
There's another level to this. So apparently the coach got fired.
Wait, what?
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. It's a fake school. So how are you firing a fake coach?
This is too good.
Yeah. Yeah. And the coach still hasn't been arrested, to my knowledge.
Yo, yeah. This is like...
Hey, sports story of the year. So
wait, where is this all happening? Like, where was this fake school created?
Ohio.
This sounded like some Florida shit. It really sounded like something.
Don't
from
put that
Florida.
shit on us.
What are you talking about? What?
Don't do that.
We put it on us. Like we put it on ourselves.
Don't do
Like
that.
it makes sense.
No.
Like-
Let another state have this. We don't want this.
This
No.
is ridiculous.
But
Like,
yeah.
this story has too many layers.
There's so much more layers, but we'll leave it at Kevin Hart is making a documentary on this.
And that's what
Yep.
what ties
That's
it up
what it
with
is.
the pretty bow.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping ESPN does a 30 for 30 on
Oh,
this. That would be amazing because they got finessed.
I want to
So
see
they could add that to that'd be amazing.
I want to see like
I want a movie.
I want to see the players like being set up in like one of those rooms where the camera's on them and they have to go ahead and go over, what happened in the situation. I need that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my favorite
It's amazing.
thing.
So yeah, Ximena, that's what you need to catch up on.
Yes, and
With that,
we're reaching the end point.
Yep.
Thank you guys for sticking with us for so long. I mean, going through this, it just made me realize how much we put into this and how much you guys put into it too.
Yeah.
And we want to take some time to thank you guys.
also how much we've grown
Oh my
since we
God.
started. I mean, look at us. We're in a new studio,
Yeah.
HGAB studio.
Yes.
Appreciate
Shout
you
out to
guys.
HGAD. Amazing studio.
Yeah.
They go ahead and it's pretty much a full service type of deal.
Yes.
Like everything's super easy to the touch. Like we'll definitely go ahead and add some links there.
Yeah, because if you're out there doing a podcast in South Florida,
Yeah, this is where to go.
highly
This is where you
recommend.
need to go.
Yeah.
And they have the whole setup for you.
We just come in and sit down.
That's pretty much all we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
But definitely. Oh, by the way, we made a new TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you
Mm-hmm.
together made a new TikTok.
Yeah.
No, it was all Jamie actually. So
Yeah,
we
it's
made
all
a new
Jamie.
TikTok.
I'm still not a fan of TikTok.
J-Rock made a
Thankfully-
new titter, a new titter. And
I'm
definitely
done.
go ahead and follow us on Titter.
I can't believe you said that.
Well, how can you not believe it? I don't know how to talk.
Oh my god, you don't know how to talk or read yet.
Hey, man, I'll get there. Don't worry. Give me some time.
Yeah, I was forced to make a titter. So, yeah.
So go ahead and follow us. Our links are going to be in the bio. So
Yeah.
definitely do go ahead and do that.
Hit us up.
Thank you so much for, the support.
The
the
live,
feedback.
for everyone who showed up to the live and asked questions, we really appreciate that. That was awesome.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
And we really do appreciate that because it's not that real until like you see it happen in front
Yeah.
of you,
It was entertaining. Also, thank you guys for the feedback or like even voting on our polls.
Yeah.
It's really
like,
good.
do you is it just me or when I look at the numbers for the polls, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
I'm not
like,
gonna lie. The numbers on the polls and even like on random things,
yeah.
they just blow up, which I would like, whoa.
And we really love it.
Yeah.
And we love the vibe and we appreciate you guys more
Yeah.
than anything. And look forward to our next chapter. The next chapter is going to be the last chapter of the volume.
Yeah, that's when we will be ending the volume. We have a couple surprises coming up, but we'll leave that to Jamie, which shout out to Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
We appreciate you. Oh wait. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Jamie.
We'll let Jamie run our Instagram account
Yeah. So
for a couple surprises that Jamie has planned for chapter 14.
yeah, so we'll have no involvement.
Mhm.
We should make this an Instagram post in itself. Like we'll have no involvement
Yeah.
over the next few days. Well, the last few days leading up to
Chapter
the last
14.
chapter.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, and Jamie, where's the merch?
I knew it. I told you. You owe me $5. Well, thank you guys so much. This has
I'm
been
short $5 now.
the JaySquared Podcast. Boom!